I've never been good at figuring out good gifts to give people. So here lately I've just been giving everyone a busted out drum. Can't beat that. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I had a pretty good trophy week this week, and I might do things a little different in this video than what you're used to. But we'll get into that in a second. If you're new here, what I like to do is like to update everyone on what I'm gaming PlayStation wise, and everyone update the PlayStation trophies I've got throughout the week. So if that sounds interesting to you, then be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you'll be recommended these videos every week. I like to push one out every week. Usually spend Sunday morning my time here every week. And with that, we will get on with the update. Like I said, since I earned so many trophies this week, I might do things a little different. I'll still show the trophy clips that I've been showing lately, to where the video clips that the PS5 makes when you obtain a trophy. I'll show those, but I'll actually talk about the game instead of telling you what trophy I got and what they were for. Since I got so many of them, I feel that I'll rather just talk about the game. This way I kind of knock out two birds, one stone. So instead, here are the trophy videos in order from when I got them. And Tales of Iron, it's okay. It's kind of like they call it brutal Souls-like combat. But thankfully that they have a easier difficulty. There's three difficulties. There's easy, then there's like the normal when it came out. Apparently they patched the easiest and the hardest difficulties in. So you got the easiest, the normal, and the hardest, and I played it on the easiest. And on the easiest, you still have to be careful, but you don't have to be as careful. So, you could be a little bit more reckless, a little bit more head-on into battle. So it wasn't too bad that way. I never died. I got close a couple times, but I never died. And it took me, my save when I got done said I was at 4 hours and I think 57 minutes. So it took me almost 5 hours to complete. Like I said, if you're playing on one of the harder difficulties, I'm sure it'll take you a little longer, but honestly, it's not a bad game. I was getting kind of bored of the combat towards the end, and some of the ending bosses are pretty cheap. Like if they get you in a corner, they'll keep you in a corner with unblockable attacks that you have to dodge out of, but you fall backwards. You fall down when you get hit with an unblockable attack. So sometimes you'd be stuck in a corner for quite a while. I would hate to play this game on the hardest difficulty. Shout out and props to those who do. If you want the 100%, you're gonna have to play the game on the hardest difficulty because it is a DLC trophy they added. So yeah, I think it's like a 0.5 rarity on PSN profiles, or maybe that's on PSN. Not too sure which, but yeah, major props to those who can. I ended up getting 10 bronzes from it, 10 silvers, 6 gold, and 1 platinum. The game has 2 more bronzes, but I got those last week. So that's my weekly take from Tales of Iron. Next up is a game called LA Cops. LA Cops is a kind of like retro-ish top-down shooter. I mean, not retro graphics. I mean, the graphics aren't the greatest, but it's not pixel graphics, but it's a top-down shooter, and it's kind of like Hotline Miami a little bit if you're familiar with that game. And it's a lot harder than you'd think. I think the platinum rarity on PSN profiles is like a 65%. And it's a pretty hard game. You'd think with like a 65% it'd be pretty easy, but no, it's pretty hard. Especially since there's a bug on the hardest difficulty where you die in one shot. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I was able to complete the game on normal, and I said that's enough for me. I'm good enough for what I got, which was 2 bronzes, 1 silver, and 8 golds. Then I'll go old school for these. I streamed some RoboCop, played some RoboCop on stream, and this was on November 30th. I forgot to mention that Tales of Iron I did on November 27th, and LA Cops was on November 28th, and then I also did some more on the 29th. I got the first 5 trophies on November 28th, and then the second set of 6, my other 6 trophies on November 29th. Then on November 30th, I played some RoboCop on stream, and I got a couple trophies. First up was Maybe Used Against You, Hack an Enemy Turret. I got that at 5:31 a.m., which is a common bronze. And then I got Not Arresting You Anymore, Complete No Way Out quest. I got that at 6:57 a.m., which is a common gold. And then I got Nice Shooting Son, complete the game on any difficulty level. I got that at 7:33 a.m., which is another common gold. And then I got Good Eyes Murphy, find a PCB for Auto 9 in a secret area of the steel mill, which is a common silver. That was the last trophy I needed for my platinum, which is called to serve and protect. Acquire all the trophies. Of course, same time as the last one, 8:01 a.m., which right now is setting at an uncommon platinum at 47.53%. That's a pretty easy platinum. You pretty much just have to play through the game and do most of the side stuff. The Good Eyes Murphy trophy I was missing it because you either have to have your engineering at level 3 or 4, or apparently you can find a book about trains somewhere within the level, which I might have found my first time through. I'm honestly not too sure. Then you can go back to that train and do it without needing the engineering level to be so high. I didn't know all that before going in, so that's why I missed it the first time through. But other than that, if it wasn't for that trophy, I would have got the platinum right as I beat it. So yeah, pretty fun and easy platinum. Especially if you're a fan of RoboCop, I highly recommend it. If you're not a fan of RoboCop, or maybe you just seen it once way back in the day and you're just interested in the game, I'd wait on a sale because there is some quality of life issues that they could patch. Hopefully by the time the first sale rolls around. So I would wait for a sale, but definitely a fun game, I think. Me being the huge RoboCop nerd I am, of course, I really enjoyed it. For me personally, it was like an 8.5, But for people who aren't as maybe big into RoboCop as I am, I'd say probably like a solid 7. It's still fun enough, and like I said, an easy plat helps as well. All right, next up on December 2nd, I didn't earn any trophies on the 1st of December, but on December 2nd, I played a game called Loot Heroes DX, and again, we'll go back to the format I was using earlier, where I just show you all the trophies. I ended up getting 1 silver, 11 golds, and 1 platinum in this. I actually found this game really fun. I'm actually sad that it was an easy trophy game. It took me, I believe my profile says 13 minutes to complete it, which makes me sad because this game was just stupid, simplistic fun. That's all it was, and I really enjoyed it. All you do is you run back and forth, killing enemies. You don't even press buttons, you just hold left or right to smash into them. That's how you hurt them and kill them. So it was just stupid fun, and like I said, I would have grinded it out for a lot longer. So it kind of made me sad it was a short platinum. Next game is called Random Heroes, which got me 22 bronzes, 9 silvers, 5 golds, and 1 platinum. This game, I think it's made by the same developers who made Devious Dungeon, if you played that game, or Devious Dungeon 2. Because it seemed really familiar. It gave me Devious Dungeon vibes. But for this one, you get stars. If you complete a level without getting hit, you get a star. If you kill most of the enemies or all the enemies and collect all the coins, you get another star for each of those. You can get up to 3 stars per level. Getting those stars will unlock you the characters. Unlocking the characters gets you a trophy to a certain point. I think the last trophy character you unlock is either the princess, I think. So once you get to her, which is I don't even think halfway down the list, you don't have to worry about the stars no more. And then you gotta kill the horned boss, I think, is the last boss you need to kill, which I think is the boss to the 3rd area. And I think there's more to the game than that. So you don't have to beat the entire game, but still, those trophies alone is going to take you a little while. I think it took me probably about maybe 2 hours. I took a little break, so I can't rely on what PSN Profiles tells me. PSN Profiles tells me 3 hours and 10 minutes, but like I said, I took a little break. Without that break, I think it probably would have took me 2 hours, maybe a little less than 2 hours. So yeah, you're still going to spend a pretty decent chunk into it. It's not the hardest game, but it's not like a super easy game either. The Platinum's currently sitting at 88.63% on PSN Profiles. And then I started a game up called Shadow of Lootbox, which I bought this game because, it's making fun of modern day microtransactions and loot boxes. And I ended up getting 1 silver and 5 golds in it. I bought it for the funnies and for the jokes and the references, but honestly, it's not that fun of a game, I have sad to say. But I bought it on sale for like $1.50. It was super cheap, so what can you expect? I got $1.50 worth out of it, in my opinion. We'll go to my trophy stats now. If you go down the list, Tales of Iron was at 2% last week when I did this video. Then I got up to 98%. The one trophy I'm missing is for beating it on the hardest difficulty, of course. I got the other 2 DLC trophies. I believe there's 3. And I have no plans of getting the hardest difficulty trophy. So it is going to probably stay. It's at 7.18%, a 0.5 on PSN. Probably is going to stay a 98 forever. Because like I said, I was getting annoyed with the combat even on the easiest difficulty. LA Cops is at 81%. Like I said, it's probably gonna stay there because even though I know I could beat it on hardcore and nightmare difficulty. I actually beat the first 3 levels or the first 2 levels on hardcore and nightmare, so I know I can do it. It's just one of those things where just trial and error. You know, just go over and over. And it's kind of luck based a little bit too. Like where the enemies they kind of walk around randomly. So if you get them all, turn your back to you and you can arrest them. It makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, I don't really have plans to go back to it. I know I could. It's just it would take me longer than I want to play on that game. RoboCop was at 77%. Now it's at the 100, of course, platinum. And then these two, Shadow Hero and Random Heroes, was, I just started those, so they weren't on there. Now they're 100%. Shadow Loot Box is sitting at 40%. Like I said, I'll probably mop up the rest, get the platinum 100% this week. Like I said, it's not the greatest game, unfortunately, but might as well beat it. I'm hoping I can force myself through the rest of it. My trophy level is now at 544, which is an increase of 3 from when I did this video last week, which I do believe might be the highest. I might have gotten 3 before, but I think it's only happened like one time before. So yeah, it's the highest I think I've gotten in these weekly videos. My total trophies is at 13,934. I'm so close to the 14K mark, which is an increase of, get this, 99 trophies than when I did this video last week. I was one away from 100 trophies, and that's pretty crazy for me. My averages in the weeks are like 20s and 30s. Sometimes I get a 40 here and there. The 99, wow, that's crazy. My platinum is now at 146, which is an increase of 4 from last week. Again, RoboCop, Tales of Iron, then Loot Heroes and Random Heroes. Sure, you might be saying, 2 of those platinums are easy, trophy spam games. Loot Heroes, sadly, is sitting at a 98.98%. Random Heroes is at 88.63, so I guess it's not as high, but RoboCop is an actual game, and Tales of Iron is, an actual pretty long game. The Tales of Iron is sitting at 35.74%. So, I mean, it's not like I'm doing all trophy spam games. And like I said, I enjoyed that Loot Heroes. Like, it was so fun to me. Like I said, I would have gladly grinded it out more. And if they ever make a Loot Heroes 2, I will be done buying it. Honestly, I probably will. And as long as they keep the same, just simplistic formula that I had so much fun with. Anyways, my golds is now at 1,011. I finally broke the 1K gold threshold. I do believe my 1K gold trophy was in that Loot Heroes game, but that's an increase of 37 golds from last week. My silver is now at 2,575, which is an increase of 23 from last week. And then my bronzes is now at 10,202, which is an increase of 35 from last week. My games played is at 660, which is an increase of 4 from last week. My completed games is at 145, which is an increase of 3 from last week. My completion rating is now up to 52.57%, which is an increase of 0.38%. Pretty crazy. Like I said, I struggled to get to 50, and now I'm at 52.5. I doubt I'll get to 53, but there are still some easier, quicker games that I have in my backlog that I wouldn't mind playing, so maybe I'll get there. We'll see. Unearned trophies is now 11,371, which is a decrease of 15. My trophies per day actually went up 0.1 again, which I'm shocked. So now that's at 2.51. So maybe it will stay above 2.50, or at least drop down to 2.50 when I start playing my longer games, like when Like a Dragon 8 comes out. And like I said, I want to get around to playing Persona 3 and 4 and 5, so yeah, those take a while. My world rank is now at 18,530, which is better by 515 spots than when I did this video. I finally broke under the 19K rank, which I've been there forever. I've been in the 19K and 20K for freaking ever. I'm sure I'll get back up to that point, like when I said I start playing the longer games. My country rank is at 4,019, which is better by 113 spots from last week. Can I finally break under the 4K country rank? We shall see. And like I said, I doubt it'd stay there. I've been in 4K for as long as I can remember. So if I get below 4K, that'd be pretty interesting. Like I said, it's not going to stay there, but it'll be interesting while it does happen. Alright, my plans for this coming up week. Like I said, I'll probably force myself to mop up through that Shadow of Loot Boss game. Like I said, it's not terrible. it's just not the greatest, you know? And then other than that, my dad and I are still playing Diablo 4. We are still playing Battlefield 2042, but that's kind of the last one we choose to play. We'll usually choose to play Diablo before 2042. And then Fallout 76 is going to have an update this week. I think this coming up Tuesday, December 5th. And it's going to be a pretty big update. They're adding another expedition, and I think it's going to be like Atlantic City or something like that. So they might add some DLC trophies to that. They added a DLC trophies to their last big update, which was the Pit DLC. So maybe they'll add some trophies. If they do, I'm hoping that they're not too hard, because right now I have that game 100%ed, and it's actually a pretty rare 100%. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay, you know what? I just typed Fallout. Yeah, right now Fallout 76 is a 0.60% 100% rarity. So I don't want to lose my 100%. So I'm hoping, like I said, if they add DLC trophies, I'm hoping that they're not too difficult to get so I can keep my precious UR 100%. Under, you know, a 0 point something's pretty crazy. So, especially for PSN profiles, I think that's probably my rarest 100%, truth be told. So, I would rather not lose that 100% permanently. If they do add some DLC trophies, like I said, I hope they're not too crazy. I do plan to still stream. Well, RoboCop was my stream game. What I'm going to stream now, I'm not too sure. Texas Chainsaw Massacre did just have a huge update where they added a new map, and they added 2 new characters, 1 family member and 1 survivor or whatever, 1 victim. But unfortunately, you got to pay for those characters. The map was free though, so maybe I'll hop on there for a stream and see what the new map's like. If not that, then I might go back to that Vikings game. And if not that, then there is a game, there's a cat game I bought called Cat Lateral Damage, and it looks funny. Looks like you play as a cat who just knocks stuff off of like the desk and tables and counters and stuff, and you just try to cause as much destruction as possible. So that sounds funny. So I might play that on stream. I'm not too sure. When I get done with Shadow of the Loot Box, I might start up another quicker game. Like I said, I still have a few more on my backlog that I wouldn't mind getting around to, and then, you know, they're already been purchased, so I might as well play them. But I don't think I have too many more trophy spam games, you know, left. And like I said, like, bash me all you want. I found that Loot Heroes game fun, damn it. I don't care. Come at me. I found that just stupid fun. So, just because it's an easy trophy game doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Enjoy what you enjoy. Just play what you want to play. I look at them. Before I buy them, I look at them. I look at the videos if they have any. Look at the screenshots and to say, does this look fun to me? And I thought that Loot Heroes would be fun, and I was right. You know, I'm sure there's some people out there who'd find it annoying or monotonous or repetitive. I just found it fun. So, we all got our opinions on stuff, so it is what it is. Alright, well, I hope you had a wonderful week. And of course, here are some stream clips. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
So guys, how's it going? I'm even hitting with critical hits, it says. Critical hit, critical hit, critical hit. It's still taking this long. I mean, given Edge 9 should not be easy to take down, but jeez.
Go to the exit. Your safety is a priority.
But I can't! Oh God! I can't leave without my little kitty! Oh, please help me find her!
In night vision mode, you'd think I'd be able to see the eyes glowing, huh? No clue. No clue, man. It's not on the light. It has to be, I guess, somewhere else in the apartment. If it's in that apartment, it's hidden well. Leave the burning building? Well, we never find that. Seriously, I'm gonna have to look up and see where that cat was, because if it's in that apartment, I'm totally lost. I'm like 99% sure I looked freaking everywhere. Wow, alright. Created him like cheese, I guess. Where they pull these grenades out of their asses from. See? See what I'm telling you? It's crazy. What? From highest to lowest voltage. I can't even see. Can I not zoom in? Because I can't. I'm blind. I can't see. Is that 30 volt? I'm a blind old man. Y'all should have had it to where I could zoom in. That's probably this one. Okay, and now 24 has to be this one. What? I hate being blind. I really do. I hate it. Because I can't even follow the wires. That's... If I was like up on a monitor, that'd be fine. But my TV's, you know, across the room where it should be for healthy eyesight. Looks like this one's 12. You know what? I'm just gonna do that one and then that one. Look at that nice juicy brain there. They're just leaving it out? God. At least refrigerated. Stroke the dick. Guys, don't stroke the dick. There's no stroking the dick around here, guys. God.
Come on, sit down.
Will that bench support RoboCop's weight?
A lot
Grass
of things have
goes.
changed since
Nice view. I can see my house from here. Guess I could shoot a guy in the dick real fast for old time's sakes. Since I probably won't be playing it anymore. Let's go find a guy who can shoot in the dick real quick. There we go.